There was a big monster in my house, written by UrDadTxtMe. There was a monster in my house, with dark, tangled tendrils and abysmal eyes. It was a truly sight to see. It got bigger and more threatening as time with it grew. More and more showed up, almost identical to the first, each smaller than the last. It was spawning, taking over my once peaceful abode. It ignored my tells to leave. My attempts to peacefully get it to leave weren't enough. I set traps, anything to get them to leave, but the biggest of them all seemed desperate to keep them there. The horrid smells and the terrible noises were enough to drive me mad. What was I to do? I was but a small woman, almost defenseless against them all. I tried everything, even tried using tricky methods, like electrifying the water it cleansed itself in. They saw through my ruse time and time again. I had no choice but to get physical. I stared at the monster from around the corner, acting cool. They weren't the invaders into my home. 5 of them in one spot. I couldn't take them all. Even if something were small, I was small too. The largest monstrosity rose a mangled limb at me, like we were casual friends. Disgusting. The way the small ones tittered around as if they were made to do no more than ruin my once peaceful home. I ducked away behind the corner again. I needed the big one to follow me. Then the smaller ones would be able to fight me off. I blocked the doors and I blocked the windows. I was getting rid of them tonight. It wasn't effortless, but I managed to get the most threatening of the bunch to come with me to the bathroom, the only room I've considered my safe haven, where I've plotted out how to make them disappear. It mutters to me. All of their language is vaguely recognizable. It wants to be human. I remember getting it on the floor before tightening my grip around its greasy throat. It kicked and struggled, throwing scratchy appendages at my face and neck, scratching my upper body to the point of bloodshed. But that made me angrier. I grinned as its flailing attacks weakened. Its life faded from its makeshift eyes, but I didn't stop. My attempts have failed this far along before. Its skin turned a softer shade, and I removed my hands just to be sure. I thought as I swung my foot to the side of its dark mane of threads. Pathetic, is it not? I almost lost my sanity to something so easily killed. Stupid of me to think it was better than me, stronger or smarter. I just wasn't trying hard enough. Mom, have you seen Isaac? I looked over my shoulder. The next biggest one stared at me, mouth agape, in mock horror. I wasn't fooled. I knew what atrocities lied under the thick, tendrilled hair, and the endless pools of dark they called eyes. Its garbled English trying to communicate its lies. I was getting rid of the monsters in my house, one way or the other. After all, there's no big monsters in my house.